Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. We're going to begin class. Start me off like at Numbers chapter 27, verse 16. Shalom. If everybody can hear me, let me know.
Numbers 27:16.
Yeah, Numbers chapter 27, verse 16.
Numbers.
Hold on, no, just hold it. Hold it for me.
Come.
Give everybody else time to get it. Make sure everybody can hear me as well. Shalom, Aisha, I see you in there. Aisha, Ya Allah, Yahweh, Bashem, Shukatah. All right, so of course, you know, today's topic is going to be what you see it is, the importance of the black man. The reason I'm doing this class is because, of course, you know, beyond the spiritual warfare that we battle every day, you know what I mean, the spiritual warfare of, just the demons that we battle, you know, that cause us to what? Get high, you know what I mean? You know, wearing rocking dreads and, you know, the things that want us to put, you know, women to put their man on child support and to be, you know, be homosexual. Like the spiritual warfare is one thing. But there's a time where there's going to be a need for a black man or a man, you understand, to be on the front line of your household or your community to be able to defend you from your enemies, man. We coming up here now on what? World War III, man. All of the tension now that's stirring up, as it's always been stirring up and escalating and more and more and more. The World War III is coming, man. All right? So that's going to be the topic today. You know, as World War III approaches, the wars and the rumors of wars, race wars, you know, religious wars, all of this stuff that's going on, we're going to have to really understand that as you're going to use sisters and even men in general, you understand, whether it be weaker men or just men, you know what I mean, gathering together and binding, and because brotherhood is a weapon, all right? So brotherhood, men coming together and defending one another is going to be necessary, man. It's going to be necessary here in America. It's necessary right now, man. You understand? All right, so we're going to go ahead and get the introduction, man. We are the ISUPK. We start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York City, under Commanding General Yohana. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. We teach the truth according to the Bible that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the children of Israel. All right, and today, like I said, we were established in 1969, but today it's so much homosexuality. You know what I mean? Of course, the scriptures say that this place called the Great Babylon, or Babylon the Great City, being America, right? It says to be what? Spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Sodom represents that homosexuality, man. Homosexuality is on the rise so much and it's becoming so potent that it's pouring out of your TV, it's pouring out of your radio, it's pouring out of your school system, your textbooks in school. It's pouring out of everywhere, man.
That's right.
It's what we're seeing so much of. That's right. And that homosexuality is doing a number on the black community, man. That's right. It's doing a number on the black community. One thing that we can say about that homosexuality is that it's becoming something. It's something that is a result of the pushing or the praising of what feminine spirits, or that feminine atmosphere, or just femininity in general. And that's what's actually happening. Black men are learning how to be less aggressive. That's right. Black men are learning how to be less harmful, be gentle, be considerate of, be 50-50 with your wife, don't be partners with your wife. You know, you gotta shave your face and just presentable. That's right. And all of those things are destroying a warrior. That's right. It's destroying a soldier. Because a soldier needs to be aggressive. A soldier needs to be able to take charge.
That's right.
He needs to be able to call order, give orders.
That's right.
And also take orders as well. But for the sake of the topic, a warrior needs to be able to fight and be courageous. But this is what they're taking away from our men.
That's right.
They're taking it away. And for that, and with that being said, what do we have? We have a nation of people where in a time when we would need killers, we don't have killers.
That's right. That's right.
We don't have killers. There's no value in a killer. You understand? A killer is something that could be so valuable, especially in a time of war, of course, right?
That's right.
Or defending one another. But now a killer is something that's frowned upon. Something that spirit of a warrior, you know what I mean? And being a man, being a killer, something we need right now, man.
That's right.
We need that right now. You understand?
That's right.
And it's not gonna be a sister who's going to be who we're gonna put on the front line to defend the nation against our enemies. It's not gonna be a sister we're not gonna put over the ranks to make sure protocols are being followed to the T thoroughly.
No.
It's not going to be a sister that we're going to put in harm's way to die and to take damage or to endure damage, right?
That's right.
Because hopefully as a soldier, you could be able to endure some damage, to be able to keep moving and be effective.
So,
If I can take out 5 men before a man takes me out,
that's right.
I've been effective as a soldier.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
But, women are not built for that, man.
Not built for it.
Women are not built for that. They're not built to go out and fight wars and be on the front line and politicking with vipers and serpents and merchants who are all snakes and pimps, conniving,
That's right.
right?
Right.
No, it's going to take a man who's
A man.
focused, who's stern, who's unswayed. You know what I mean? And who's going to stay on point. You know what I mean? Whatever the topic is or whatever the business is, this is what we're talking about. And nothing's going to take us off of that. Not feelings, not anything, not smooth words. Listen, you're going off, you're double talking. I'm going to need you to come back to the topic at hand. Men are more focused, you know what I mean? More stable mentally. And men are genetically stronger. At the end of the day, it's going to take a man to fight for this nation.
That's right.
To defend this nation. And it's a value in being a killer.
That's right.
You understand? And it's going to, and some of us know right now the value of having a man who is ready to kill.
That's right.
Some of us know now because there's women that are being abducted. There's women that are being snatched up and thrown in the back of, vans. There's women that are being scooped up in the train stations, and there's women that are being targeted. Weak, old, elderly people that are being taken advantage of. And they wish they would have had a black man. The ISUPK, let's just get straight to it. They wish they had a UPK soldier there to defend them against that threat or that attack.
Right.
Because we in the ISUPK are killers, man.
Right.
You understand? We are non-violent. Being a killer is just different than being a murderer.
That's right.
Just so everybody understands. You understand? Right. Being a killer is different than being a murderer. A murderer is when you're what? Out here, just you take somebody's life for no reason at all.
No reason. That's right.
Because they stepped on your shoe. Because they looked at your girl. Because he backed on child support. Or his music was too loud. The same thing that white police officers murder us for every day.
No reason.
For nothing, that's something that's not punishable by murder, by death, I should say.
That's right.
Like Emmett Till, he whistled at the white woman and we found out it was a lie. But he paid for that crime with his life.
That's right.
That's murder. They murdered him, man.
Murder. That's right.
You understand? But a killer is a man or a woman who takes somebody's life in self-defense.
Self-defense, that's right.
You understand? Who takes someone's life in self-defense, man.
That's right.
And that's what we need right now. We need defenders who are ready to kill.
That's right.
Because these other nations are taking advantage of our elderly. They're taking advantage of our women. They're taking advantage of our children, and there ain't gonna be nobody else that's gonna get the job done besides a black man.
That's right.
Go ahead and give me what you got, Doc.
The book of Numbers, chapter 27, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Let the Lord, the God of spirits of all flesh, set a man.
Set a what?
Set a man.
Set a what?
Set a man.
Let the Lord set a what?
Set a man.
Set a woman.
A man.
Auntie.
Set a man.
Grandma and them.
Set a man.
What's that lady name? Evangelist. You know what I'm talking about. Evangelist. What's that evangelist lady name? Man, famous black lady evangelist. Evangelist, man. Because, you know, she, you know, people think that women can be pastors. You understand? People think that women can be pastors and priests and, you know, but at the end of the day, it's not a woman's job to teach this Bible.
No, it's not.
You understand?
That's right.
It's a what?
A man.
A
Set
what?
a man.
A what?
Set a man.
No, I just need a man. Give it to me.
Set.
A what?
Set a
A
man.
what? A what?
A man.
A what?
A man.
A man. You understand? It's a man's job to teach this Bible.
That's right.
To teach, to hold down these ranks.
That's right.
To keep this place holy.
That's right.
To keep this place safe and defended.
That's right.
Because they're not going to wave in their posts, man. You know what I mean?
Juanita Bynum.
Juanita Bynum. That's her name. Juanita Bynum. I think that's it.
Yes.
That sounds like it.
That's
Juanita Bynum. Amen, man.
Set a man.
Go ahead. Read it from the top.
Let the Lord, the God of spirits of all flesh, set a man
Go ahead.
over the congregation.
Over the congregation, man. Set a man over the congregation. There's only and there's only going to be one man that's going to lead the congregation.
That's right.
And under that man, it'll be other men. And under that man, it'll be other men. That's what the army, that's how our army is. That's how our army operates.
That's right.
That's the structure of an army.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
That man today is Commander General Yohana.
That's right. ICP King. That's right.
But we need to raise up more men under these ranks
That's right.
that are going to defend our nation.
That's right.
That are going to defend our households. That are going to defend our communities. Because in a time where sex trafficking is on the high, what is the other thing called? Organ harvesting. Where they taking black women and taking their organs, taking our babies, aborting our babies, taking the fetuses, using the fetuses to do lab exams and everything, every other thing. Right. It's a high demand for fetuses.
That's right.
It's a high demand for women vessels, female vessels.
That's right.
So they take our women like lab rats or something like that. Like they just something to be experimented on. And because there's no killers, because all the men are homosexuals,
That's right.
and we in the Christian church learning how to be less aggressive,
Lord.
in the Christian church learning how to what? Be equal to the woman, be equal to our wife, 50-50, or learning what? You can love who you want to love. Learning how to sing, beat the tambourine, right? We learning all these things. Meanwhile, who's on the damn front line defending us from the evil? Who's on the front line defending us from the attacks? World War III is upon us, man. And there's going to come a time where there's going to be all-out war in these streets, man.
That's right.
And it's going to be one place that you're going to be looking, to, and one type of person you're going to be looking for.
That's right.
And it's going to be the ISUBK and a soldier, a soldier who is going to be a man.
Set a man.
You understand? A UPK soldier.
That's right.
A killer.
That's right.
A courageous man who is no coward.
That's right.
That's been out here in America on the front lines, on these corners, prophesying into the wind.
That's right.
Taking all the hate from everybody.
That's right.
All the scrutiny and the calamity and all of the jokes and everything. Cast it out like black sheep.
That's right.
Family disowners. They are our enemies. Moms is our enemies.
That's right.
Dads, brothers, sisters. That's us.
That's right. That's
And when the time comes, when it come war out here in these streets,
right.
those same men that they looked at and called radical, and they called hateful, they know that these men which has been telling us that these people are our enemy the whole time.
That's right.
That these people have the whole time been wearing warlike apparel.
That's right.
This whole time, these men have been talking about being no cowards.
That's right.
That now we can be able to appreciate them.
That's right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You need to appreciate us now.
That's right.
And black men, you need to get up in these ranks and get that tutelage you need to be the courageous man you should be for your household,
That's right.
for your community, your nation. The Lord said He's gonna set a man
Said amen.
over the congregation. Go ahead.
Let the Lord, the God of spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation,
Go ahead.
which may go out before
Which
them,
may do what?
which may go out before
It's
them.
gonna go out before them, man. When we at home and you in that bed with your wife, right? Your
That's
kids in the room,
That's right.
and you hear something in the living room, who's gonna go out before them?
Amen.
No, we ain't gonna read the scripture right now. We're gonna be realistic. Is your wife about to get up and go see what them steps sound like down in the basement?
No, sir.
Is your wife gonna get up and go see what that is sound like somebody walking around in the living room?
Sir.
Hell no, she ain't getting up out of that bed and going around there and checking that out. She ain't going around there and seeing what that is. It's 12 in the morning, it's a knock at the back door. She ain't getting up. Is the kids gonna get up and go do
I'm
it?
not gonna get up.
Read that again.
Which may go out before them.
He said, no, I'm getting a man. Let me start at a man.
Yeah, verse 16. Let the Lord, the God of spirits of all flesh, set a man
Go ahead.
over the congregation, which may go out before them.
Which may go out before them.
Before
You
them.
understand? We're going to go out. We're going to see what that danger is.
That's right.
See what that noise is. See what these people want. See what this is. We're going to inspect things. Why? So we don't have, so if something happens, it happens to us.
Right.
But that's the amount of courage that a man should have.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's the type of initiative a man should take.
That's right.
To be no coward, to go out in the sight of danger
That's right.
and to see about that.
That's right.
Even if it means what? Killing
Yeah,
an enemy.
that's right.
To be able to protect himself,
That's right.
protect his family, and
Right.
protect his nation. You understand? Read, go ahead.
Which may go out before them,
Uh-huh.
and which may go in before them.
And which may go in before them.
That's right.
What does that mean? There's situations where, like business ventures, or let me think of something that's a little bit more potent than that. Anything. Just think about if in the time where we go to all-out war, right?
That's right.
And the world is a wilderness. America is a wilderness. It's no structure anymore. They even bombed us. They got all these Iranian soldiers or whoever soldiers here, and it's war out in America. It's pandemonium.
That's right.
Chaos. You're gonna want a man to lead you.
You're the man.
When we out looking for food,
That's right.
and we see that abandoned house, you see it in the movies all the time.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
that abandoned house, and they're like, we gotta go in there and check to see if there's food in there.
That's right.
We gotta go in there in the supermarket, that abandoned supermarket, when it's, you know what I mean, see if there's food in there.
That's right.
And we're gonna go in before them.
Said
We're
amen.
gonna go in there. We're gonna go in there, see if it's, check it out, make sure ain't no danger in there, see if it's some food in there. And once everything is clear and it's something, hey, y'all come in. Come on in.
That's right.
It's good.
That's right.
Like the Pilgrims, for
Right.
example. They came across the water, right?
That's right.
The women and children, y'all sit back in the tents and the teepees, whatever they was in.
That's right.
We're going to go out, the men, we're going to go out there. We're going to go in first, meaning we're going to go see what these people are about first. Let's go and check them out. And we're going to find out. And of course, today, unlike our past, we know who the devil is.
That's right.
You understand? We know the scriptures. We know the truth, more importantly.
That's right.
You understand? And we know who not to shake hands with. We know who not to make covenants with.
That's right.
We know what we need to do and what we don't need to do.
That's right.
So we're gonna go in and we're gonna go out. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna deem this person a friend or a foe, whether this person is harmful or harmless. And it's gonna all be done with courage, and it's gonna be a man to do it, and we're gonna do it to be able to catch stuff before it gets to our family.
That's right.
Catch stuff before it gets to our kids.
That's right.
We need a strong man. Read.
Which may go in before them,
Mm-hmm.
which may lead them out.
Shalom, Mark. Go ahead. And which lead them out. Right? Lead them out. And
God.
that's what we doing in the ISUBK. All of these things.
God.
We on the front line right now.
That's right.
We on the front line. We on the corners. We in these venues, holding these lectures, bringing out information, banging on Christianity, banging on Islam, banging on Egyptology, chematology. We banging on everything. Anything that's against the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? Anything that's against the Most High, we be banging on it. We get it. They gotta list us as a hate group. They list us as all these different things.
That's right.
We ain't killing. We ain't murdering nobody. We ain't violent, but we ain't no cowards.
No cowards.
And we out here doing what we got to do to the fullest extent of our rights.
That's right.
You understand? And one day it might not be the right to be able to do what we do.
That's right.
And you know what we would be prepared to do at that time? The same thing a courageous black man named Jesus Christ did.
That's right.
Died for his people, man.
That's right.
Died for his integrity of following these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Not compromising his integrity or compromising the truth. He's ready to die before he compromised the truth.
That's right.
And that's what we're gonna have to do. And it's
That's
gonna
right.
may come a time where you have to die.
That's right.
Just like Judas Maccabees and Mattathias. You understand? Our forefathers, we just celebrated for the feast of Hanukkah.
That's right.
The ISUBK is what? Leading us out. Leading our people out of what? Out of the world, man.
That's right.
We not Marcus Garvey. We ain't going to taking nobody to Africa. For what? So we can be slaves in Africa too? Taking them where? To Europe? To be slaves in Europe? Got brothers in Europe right now oppressed right now.
That's right.
Brothers in Africa right now oppressed. And Australia, we oppressed.
That's right.
Not because where we at, but because what we're doing, man.
That's right.
It's because what we're doing.
That's right.
We're not leading people out of nowhere physically. We're leading people out spiritually, man.
That's
And
right.
if it came down to it, we'll lead them out physically as well.
That's right.
We in the ISUBK have Hebrew Academy where we train men up in the Yad Kirah and self-defense, how to disarm a man, how to kill a man.
That's right.
We training up for those things.
That's right.
You understand? So if it come down for us to have to lead our people out, and we gotta come out swinging them swords or swinging them fists, then no sweat.
That's right.
We're gonna do that too. Because in here we are no cowards, and
That's right.
we are trained in hand-to-hand combat. We're doing all of that, and we need more men like that.
That's right.
Because this is the only way that our people are going to what? Shed themselves to the world.
That's right.
It's going to take a strong man who's strong in his position, who's faithful and courageous to his beliefs and to his faith. You understand? To these laws, statutes, and commandments, and that's going to show my people their transgression and cry aloud and spare not.
That's right.
Read.
And which may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep.
So the congregation of the Lord be not as what?
As sheep,
So the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep. Go ahead.
which have no shepherd.
Which have no shepherd, man. And that's where we are today, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are sheeps without shepherds. For so long before the ISUBK and the Commander General Yohana, there's been no black man
Right.
to go in before them.
That's right.
No black man to go out before them. No black man to lead them out. Hispanic or Native Indian man. Hasn't been one.
That's right.
What does the scripture say? Matter of fact, let's get that. Let me see. Bear with me. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 28.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 28. Which yet my soul seeketh.
Which yet my soul seeketh. See, we don't know it, but our soul is seeking something. Our soul is seeking something. It's with all of the stress and depression and suffering that we go through every day.
That's right.
The oppression.
That's right.
Matter of fact, go back in that same chapter. Go to 7 and 1. Let's start at 7 and 1.
7 and 1.
Let's start at 7 and 1.
Ecclesiastes 7, verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment.
A good name is better than precious ointment, man. You understand? Like, reputation is everything, man.
That's right.
We have to build up men who want their reputation to be good,
That's right.
not their pockets to be good.
That's right.
Men that want to do what? Impress the men above him. That's going to be honorable and respectable by his congregation or his people.
That's
You
right.
understand?
That's right.
Go ahead.
A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth.
And the day of a man's death is going to be better than the day of his birth, because guess what? Dawud when he was born was just a baby.
That's right.
He didn't do nothing. But Dawud today has raised the dead.
That's right.
Dawud today
Don will come.
is most likely going to die for the dead.
That's right.
You understand? Or for the living.
That's right.
But nonetheless, I will die for my people.
That's right.
And Christ is remembered for his sacrifice of his life.
That's right.
For his people, is he not?
Come.
He ain't known for being born in a manger. He ain't known for being born in a manger. Nobody like, oh, Christ was born in a manger. Let's praise him. No, he's known for dying.
That's right.
For putting his life on the line.
That's right.
Which is a courageous thing to do. Which is a brotherly thing to do. Which is a very manly thing to do.
That's right.
Is what he's known for, man.
That's
Let
right.
me go up to 7 and 7 now.
Yes, sir. 7 and 7.
Yep.
7 and Ecclesiastes 7 verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely oppression makes a wise man mad. Like I said, our oppression that we're in, we're we vexed, man.
That's right.
We vexed. We got court dates,
So
family court dates, family issues. We got job issues, financial issues. We starving. We homeless.
that's right.
We brothers in prison. Child support. All of these things. You gotta fight with your woman. You gotta fight with your man. We oppressed, and we're angry because of it.
That's right.
And we don't know it, but our soul wants something different. Our soul is hurting, and it's where the hell is taking toll on, man.
That's right.
Hell is taking toll on our soul, and our soul seeks something.
That's right.
So we're gonna find out what it's seeking. Go back to 28.
Verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
Which yet my soul seeketh,
Mm-hmm.
but I find not.
But my soul seeketh, but I find not. So much we look around, we trying to find the answers. Why am I alive? What is my purpose?
That's right.
You understand? What is my desire? What is my destiny? You know? And then as a black man, you see the condition of black people, and it's not really that high, your expectations. It's not through the ceiling.
No.
You understand? The only way you can so-called be all you want to be is in the army. That's it.
That's it.
You know what I mean? You know, your hopes of being a doctor and a lawyer or a mechanical engineer for some of these top corporations and CEO or CFO is very rare. It's very little.
Yes, sir.
Our soul seeks, man. We trying to figure out, why am I going through this hell?
That's right.
Why am I going through this? Why is every day I wake up something new? When you be like, damn, can't get no worse than this. It damn sure do.
Yes,
It gets worse. And we don't know why. But our soul seeks. You understand? But the reason why and what our soul is seeking is the same thing. Because we're missing something. Go ahead.
Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not.
But I find not. Go ahead.
One man among 1,000.
One man among a what?
Among 1,000.
One man among 1,000. Go ahead.
Have I found.
Have I found, man. That's what your soul is seeking. Our souls are seeking leadership.
Leadership.
We need somebody to help us.
That's right.
Help me.
That's
Like
right.
Kevin Hart said, nigga. You know what I mean? Help us. We're hurting. Women feel like that all the time. But because they don't have that leadership,
That's right.
that man that's going to tell them that you need a man, sis.
That's right.
Because they don't have that man that's saying, women, sis, shut your damn mouth.
That's right.
Because they don't have that man.
That's right.
Because he's so hard to find. Because out of 1,000, we only found one. Because he's so hard to find, and he is not there. Now women say they don't need a man. They destroyed mentally.
Oh,
They've been miseducated. They don't need no man. They get rid of the man. Take care of all the kids by themselves, and they don't know how much stress that causes them.
That's right.
How much pain just that in itself causes them.
That's right.
When all they had to do was have a man, first of all, to tell them to provide, to be a provider. Let's put it like that.
Right.
All they needed was a man to be a provider.
That's right.
But the Christian church telling them, you don't need no man. Woman, thou art loose. You understand? Woman, thou art loose. You don't need no man. You know, real ass itch, give a F by the nigga. Yo, what's that? Something about something like 4 or 5 figures. It's all about money. That's it. That's why they'll go replace the man with money. Child support, government assistance, food stamps. But when they have a man, which is what they need, was what we all need,
That's
right?
That's right.
Then they'll have somebody to tell us, sis,
That's right.
shut up. Get in, do this and do that. Give them instruction and direction.
That's right.
That's what she should be provided with.
That's right.
Righteous leadership. You understand? Women say all the time about, you know, the Bible say that a man should be a provider to his household. So how you gonna tell me you can't? You know what I mean? Why you can't? How you gonna tell me I shouldn't be looking for no man with no job? No, sis. See, that's miseducation.
Right. That's right.
Because you're talking about a man providing you with money,
Right.
and that same man is going to provide you with all the money that you need.
That's right.
It's going to punch you in your damn face
Right.
every damn day.
That's right.
That same man that is going to provide all that money for you that you want to need, he's going to molest your child.
That's right.
That's what he's going to do.
That's right.
You're going to catch him. He's going to take your kids out and celebrate Halloween.
That's right.
And they're going to get all of the contaminated candy that the white man got to give. They're gonna celebrate Christmas. They're gonna be homosexual. That man ain't a good leader.
No.
He's not qualified.
No.
And that's just some of the things that he should be providing.
That's right.
Right? Like not celebrating Halloween.
That's right.
Making his household's not going to celebrate Halloween.
That's right.
This is not what you're gonna do in my household. My household is not going to celebrate Christmas.
That's right.
You can get mad, the kids cry, whatever. I'm being a righteous leader.
That's
But
right.
then there's men out there that just literally, you know, they'll smoke and get high with their kids. They'll get high with the kids. Like, you know, weed is from the earth. They got a certain age they get to that they got that when you get to this age, I'll smoke one with you. I'll you know, I remember I used to think about it myself too. When I was in the world, like, you know, when I get a kid, when I get a son, when you get a certain age, I'm gonna get him some pussy. That's what? You see what I'm saying? Like, what? My son gets a certain age, I'm gonna get him some box. I don't matter how much money I got.
Right.
I don't need to have no kids.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
I don't matter how much money I got. I don't need to have no wife.
That's right.
And that's the point. A true provider. You understand? Your soul is seeking a man to lead you, to lead those children. A real man is going to really lead through righteousness.
That's right.
You understand? And that's what we need. We need a man. It's not going to be a woman. So you can't go get that sister that changed the name from Tamika to Tommy. You understand? She's not a man. She dressed like one.
Oh, Lord.
She doing all of this surgery and stuff and trying to look like one. But she's not a man.
No.
And it's going to be the Lord said he's going to have to put a man over the congregation.
That's right.
You understand? Read that again.
Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found.
Go ahead. One man of 1,000 have I found. The sister Shara said something heavy. She said the Christian church teaches women to be leaders of their home.
That's right.
And that's the truth.
That's right.
That's the whole spirit of America.
That's right.
Feminine. It's a feminine spirit in America and all throughout the earth. Mostly in America. You understand?
Right.
So we, at some point of giving the woman so much rights, so much power, she can just, you know, like I see it so many times. I see it so many times when arguments happen in relationships, and a woman just take the kids, and it's just like, how can you decide you just the one that's gonna take the kids?
Right.
And then when you go to the court about it, there's nothing the court can do. Because it's things that's set up that says the woman automatically, you know, it's like an unknown, unwritten law type of thing. Like she should be she has more rights to the kids type of thing.
No.
So when it come down to what? Anything. Woman say, oh, he beat me. They gonna believe him.
They don't believe it.
A woman say he don't take care of his kids. Sign this paper. Next thing you know, you on child support.
No.
Well, you was the dad of the year.
Man.
Because women are given so much power and so much rights
That's right.
that it gets to a point that shit, I might as well be a woman. That's what the black men is saying. Black men is looking up to Mom Dukes. Black men ain't all they got is Mom Dukes to look up to. Daddy's a deadbeat. He ain't here. That's because Mom done ran him out. So done ran him out down the road somewhere.
That's right.
You understand? The government done eradicated them out of the ghettos.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So that feminine thing is like, damn, this is the thing to be. Like, black girl magic, woman power, girl power. Who run the world? Girls, Beyonce. So black men feel, that's why so many black men, they're trying to be women. They want to be women. Why not? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No.
Hey, it's like, close that door for me and lock it. You understand? They want to what? Look up to women. We look up to women, man. But that's what's since so much time ago. You know what I mean? Like even in chattel slavery, man. When black men were being tormented and tortured by white men in what's called breaking the buck, they took away the masculinity out of a tribe or out of a family.
That's right.
You understand? And now through what? 3-strike rule, through mass incarceration, they've been beating down, incarcerating, and feminizing black men. And for so many years now, it's been black women who've been heading households.
That's right.
Black women who've been heading households,
That's right.
who've been head over this and head over that and head over everything. To the point now, like I said, you know, it's we should now see, you know, that it's a black woman can't do it.
Can't do it.
Because in that home that's headed by a black woman, the sons are growing up to become homosexuals. Like I said, we looking up to mommy. What we got is mommy in the house.
Sad.
We go to church and they telling us to be less aggressive, son.
Sad.
That on top of not having a man coming to who's supposed to be that 1 out of 1,000,
Right.
your leader,
Right.
he's telling you to be less of a man.
Right.
This is all we have to look to, man.
Right.
You understand? We're lost. We're like a sheep with no shepherd.
That's right.
Read that again, huh?
Yeah. One man among 1,000 have I found.
Mm-hmm.
But a woman.
But a what?
A woman.
A what?
A woman.
Now here's what the Bible says about a woman.
But
Understand?
a woman.
Go ahead.
Among all those
So-
have I not found.
So there we go. Like you will find a black man who with a little seasoning and a little bit of tutelage, you know what I mean,
Right.
could be a leader
That's
for
right.
black people
That's
and
right.
give the people what their soul desires.
That's right.
Righteous leadership. But out of the same amount of women, you'll never find one.
Never found.
There'll never ever be one. It's never going to be no
Not
woman
found.
that's going to lead the people, that's going to teach these scriptures, that's going to have that courage, that's going to go in before them, it's going to go out there and see who that is knocking on the door,
That's right.
4 a.m.
That's right.
It's not going to be, out of 1,000, there ain't going to be one woman that's going to go, shit, some of them don't even want to go kill the damn roach in the kitchen. You know what I mean? They don't want to go kill the spider. But, you know, nonetheless, it's the Most High said the flock of my pasture are men.
Amen.
You understand?
That's
it's going
right.
to be a man. He said, I set a man over the congregation.
Man.
And he said what? Read it one more time from the top.
Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found. But a woman among all those have I not found.
That's right. Go ahead and give me Exodus. Is any more on that?
No, sir.
Give me Exodus chapter 15, verse 3.
Exodus 15.
I mean, if anybody got any questions, you let me know. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Bashim Yahushua. Checking in from North Carolina. Shalom, sis. All right, we in here now. That's the truth right there, man.
That's right.
It's going to take a man to lead our people, man, out of captivity.
Right. That's right.
Everybody like and share this video, man. Share it 1,000 times. Share it to all your groups. Share it to all your friends, man. This war is upon us, man.
That's right.
And we don't need no cowards right now.
That's right.
You women out there don't need to be befriending no homosexual men.
That's right.
That's something that's so ignorant to us in the UPK.
That's right.
You out here talking about how niggas ain't ish, how it's hard to find a good man, but you got 4 of them right here in the mirror with you putting makeup on. Tell them niggas to get the hell out of the mirror.
That's right.
Them niggas go check the dress off, nigga. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? We around here a shortage on men. We can't find men, and they in the mirror with you doing dances and twerking and shit. Excuse my language, man.
Lord have mercy.
Tell them brothers, get out of here.
Yeah.
Go somewhere and get your nuts, man, and be a man.
That's right.
We need men, man.
Amen.
It's coming a time right now, man. Like I said, it's ramping up for women, man.
Right.
It's ramping up for the attack on these black women, man.
That's right.
And ISUBK, it angers us to see what our black women are going through.
That's right.
How they're being taken advantage of.
Right.
We wish we could be around where somebody tried to pull one on a sister.
That's right.
But you know what? They gonna start to see it. They starting to see it now.
That's right.
And it's gonna happen more and more and more. And with stuff like wars happening, race wars, religious wars,
That's right.
and world wars,
That's right.
they gonna and it's hand in hand combat and gunfire and survivalist modes kick in.
That's right.
You gonna want these hardcore brothers that's been talking loud all these years.
That's right.
That's been on the corner yelling all damn day. That's been on the corner with the spikes on their arms and everything. You're gonna look for them.
Look for them.
You're gonna look for those brothers that was saying, sis, get in order. Do this and do that. You ain't want to take orders from before because you got so much power in America, so much rights in America. Why the hell am I listening to a black man? Your Christian pastor telling you don't listen to him. You had all of that. Now you in danger. Now you got 7 kids and you're single. Now you got AIDS. Now you got a man who's a stranger who is beating you over the head, molesting your baby daddy's kid.
Lord have mercy.
Because he's a stranger. You know, put your man away. You out in the streets thinking you an independent woman and niggas is snatching your little ass up, man.
That's right.
Excuse my language, man. It's a lock you. Alright? We need more men who are warriors, man.
That's right.
You understand? It's value in a killer, man. It's value. Being a killer is something valuable.
That's right.
That we've lost sight of because of so much feminism. Because, oh no, don't hit him. You know what I mean? Don't hit him. Don't talk so loud. They don't even want you to talk loud. Talking too loud is just, it's disturbing. They don't want you to talk too loud. They don't want you to look too rough. Shave your beard, man. Get you a low cut. You know, get the European fit clothes, you know.
That's right.
Don't talk to them, let alone be ready to fight and be aggressive. Oh, goodness. So being a killer is far from anything anybody, you know, appreciates.
That's right.
Or desires.
That's right.
But you will, and it's necessary.
That's right.
You understand? Because not only was what? Christ a man who was ready to die,
That's right.
and David was a man ready to die, and who else? A lot of them brothers, Job, Nehemiah.
That's right.
But they was also ready to kill as well. They were also ready to fight,
That's right.
to war.
That's right.
And why is that so? Give me what I want, huh?
What text was that, sir?
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3.
Exodus 15,
Mm-hmm.
verse 2, 3.
Good.
The Lord is a man of war.
Good.
The Lord
Ho. The Lord is a what?
A man.
A what?
A man.
A what?
A man.
The Lord is a man.
Man.
First and foremost.
Man.
You understand? The Most High is a man.
Man.
He's not a woman. He's not Shakisha.
That's right.
He's not whoever has a womb.
That's right.
He's not whoever, you know.
That's right.
See, he's a man.
A man.
You understand? And what kind of man is he?
He's a man of war.
A man of gentleness.
A man of war.
A man of peace.
A man of war.
A man of, just what's some kind of very heartfelt things. He's a man of heartfelt things.
A man of war.
He's a man of war, man. You understand? He's a man of war. The Lord is a man of war, man.
That's right.
The Lord is a man of war. Then hell, in I should be king, we're going to be men of war.
Men of war.
And anybody that believes in the Bible should be men of war.
Men of war.
But you know what? It takes the right leadership and it's only going to come from what? One man.
One man.
And if you ain't under that one man,
that's right.
Then you ain't getting that leadership.
That's right.
You under the wrong leadership.
That's right.
It's not out here. You can't just go to Walmart and get it off the shelf.
No, you can't.
You can't just go on Amazon.com and order up priest, the prophet of the Lord.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Everybody that calls himself a pastor ain't sent from the Lord.
That's right.
Everybody that called himself a deacon or a priest ain't sent from the Lord.
That's right.
It's one man. Just like it was Adam.
That's right.
Just like it was Noah.
That's right.
Just like it was Shem.
That's
just
right.
like it was Abraham.
That's right.
Just like it was what? Isaac.
Isaac.
Just like it was what? Jacob.
Jacob. 12 tribes.
Just like it was Judah.
That's right. Judah.
Out of the 12 tribes, he chose a man. He said Judah.
That's right.
All right. Go ahead.
The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of what?
Of war.
A man of war. You understand? Drop that, man. Let's get 2 Samuel chapter 10, verse 12. You understand? The Lord is a man of war, man. Like the Lord in this scripture sets his reputation straight, man.
Yes, sir.
He sets his reputation straight that he is a man of war, man.
Man of war.
Like, his relationships with the nation of Israel was what? Warfare. Because the whole time he's doing what? Fighting for superiority.
That's right.
He's fighting for superiority. He's fighting us. What? Through what? Through chastening, through discipline, through oppression, all of those things.
That's right.
But he's also fighting what? Our enemies. Through bloodshed.
That's right.
Like the Egyptians.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He's fighting for superiority.
That's right.
He's trying to get us to get on top and what? And also destroy those people who are in our way.
That's right.
From getting to the top. You understand? The Spirit of the Lord is for warfare, man, and
That's right.
battle.
That's right.
And what? And it is loud. It's strong.
That's right.
It's aggressive.
That's right.
It's manly.
Leadership. That's right.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Like a woman is not made in the image of God.
Not at
you
all.
understand? A woman is not made in the image of the Most High.
That's right.
All right? This is a different type of reputation.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Right here, we talking about warfare, man.
Right.
The Lord is a man of war, man.
Man of war.
And in war, a man what? Kills.
Kills. That's right, sir.
And we need killers, man.
That's right.
It's a value in killers.
That's right.
You understand? The killer is, like I said, for those who just came into the class, being a killer is different from being a murderer. Being a murderer is different from being a killer.
That's right.
A murderer is somebody that says, blood gang, nigga, blah, blah, and shoot somebody over red and blue. That's a murderer. But if I'm at the store, I'm at the local gas station, and Timmy come in there, you understand? Timmy come in there. I'm in the local gas station. Timmy come in there, pulls out a gun, and I got a gun, and he pulls it and aims it at my sister, my brother, and I shoot him in his damn head.
That's right.
That's a killer. And he's doing what? He's protecting himself. He's protecting his loved one or whoever it is.
That's right.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
And that's what we need.
That's right.
That's what we need. But there's so many men who want to be women. So many men who just want to just smell good.
That ain't no man.
Damn. You know what I mean? Brothers will be in a mirror,
That's right.
you know, just like women.
Longer than the woman.
Take 2-hour showers. Gotta wash their legs. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Gotta wash their legs, wash their back. You know what I mean? You know, come on, man. These soldiers, man.
Soldiers.
Let's get it. Get clean, real. Let's go, man.
That's right.
And then lathering yourself. You know what I mean? And you get out and you gotta lotion yourself. And you gotta, we don't need more of those. We don't need any of those.
Neither of this.
You understand? The Lord is a man of war, man.
Yes, sir.
And we need more men of war. Men of war are prepared to kill. Men of war are soldiers, hardcore, right?
That's right.
Warriors. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Strength. And what are soldiers about? They're about principles. You know what I mean? They're about order, structure. You know what I mean? Defense, strength. And that's what we seen all throughout this Bible, man.
That's right.
We've seen it all throughout this Bible.
That's right.
The Lord sets the record straight of who He is. I know. Go in and close the door, though. Go in there right now and close the door. Salakia. Fatherhood is a weapon too, man.
That's
You
right.
understand? Fatherhood is a weapon.
That's right.
All right. So, you understand? The Most High, like I said, is about the strength and defense of His nation, and that's the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
All right, and we need more men like that.
That's
You know,
right.
The Lord said, "I will set a man over the congregation."
That's right.
Who's going to go in before the people? Who's going to go out before the people? Who's going to what? Make sure lead the people out of whatever danger it is.
That's right.
There's going to be watchmen.
That's right.
It's going to be gates. You understand? Gates, strong gates that are going to stand in between the people and danger.
That's right.
We need more men like that.
That's
You
right.
know, we don't need no more men that know how to do the nay-nay and know all the dance moves. We don't need those type of men.
No,
we
no.
don't need those. You understand? Common war. Common war. Go back that way, brother. Common war. You understand? We don't need more men like that, man.
That's right.
All right? Let me get what you got.
2 Samuel, verse 10. 2 Samuel, chapter 10, verse 12.
Now let me just say this, man, just to make sure we set the record straight, man. In the ISUBK, under Commander General Yohana,
That's right.
men of war are raised here.
That's
You
right.
understand? Men of war are raised here in the ISUPK, man.
That's right.
And the spirit of the Most High in Christ. That's what's happening here.
That's right.
And these are the men that's going to defend this house,
That's right.
the house of Israel.
That's
These are
right.
the men that's going to defend this nation, that are going to go out with courage and die if need be, and
That's
kill if need be.
That's right.
Don't worry, you got to go that way.
That's right.
You understand? And kill if need be. Give me what I got, Doc.
2 Samuel 10, 12.
Go ahead.
Be of good courage.
Be of what?
Of good courage.
Be of good love.
Of good
Be
courage.
of good peace.
Of good courage.
Be of good humbleness.
Be of good
Be
courage.
of good gentleness.
Good courage.
You have to be courageous. You understand?
That's right.
That's what the Spirit of the Lord is. The Spirit of the Lord is courage.
Courage.
When the Lord, when we talked about in the scripture, when Christ stood with them, and they had the Holy Spirit,
Right.
and even when Christ wasn't with them, they had the Holy Spirit, because Christ with them gave them courage. But they still, even when Christ left, had that same courage.
And courage.
You understand? They had that courage to be able to die for the Lord. To what? To follow the laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
To fight their demons.
That's right.
Like Paul said, I die daily.
That's right.
Paul said, I die daily, man. Every day he had to battle his flesh. Every day he was fighting something and learning and growing more and more to who he was becoming.
Every day.
And shedding himself, you know what I mean,
That's right.
of who he was. Every day he said, I die daily.
I did.
You understand? Like, it's a constant battle.
Yes, sir.
You have to have courage. Women have to have courage, man.
That's right.
To what? Battle their demons
That's
instead of battling their husbands
That's right.
every damn day.
That's right.
Because you don't want to share your man. Because you don't want to be told what to do. Because you don't want to, you want to do what you want to do.
That's right.
You have to battle your demons, man.
That's right.
This man is over you. He's a man of the Lord.
That's
It's a
right.
righteous man. He's telling you something to do because he's doing it to what? For your protection.
Protection.
He's saying it for your benefit.
That's right.
These things that he says to do.
Yes, sir.
But you want to battle him, saying, "Oh, listen, no man gonna tell me what to do."
Lord.
Or no man going to, oh, I ain't sharing my man, I ain't doing this and I ain't doing that. You battle that demon.
That's right.
Because if you don't, you're going to end up with a stranger.
That's right.
You understand? The reason I keep saying stranger is because there was an article that just came out where a man, his child was taken by the baby mother, right? She took the baby mother and her boyfriend killed the baby. A stranger. You understand? Killed the baby. That's how they labeled it. Father's son is killed by mother's boyfriend. It was a stranger. You don't understand. What you're battling in your head is something that you need to battle. What you're battling your husband about is something you need to battle. You need to battle.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Because if you don't battle it, then you're going to really lose something that you don't want to lose.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You rather fight and beat that demon rather than fight and lose your husband.
Right.
Because that man loves you. He's the seed of that father.
That's
you understand?
right. That's
He's here. I mean, he's the father of that seed. He's here. He's telling you these things. So what if you want to get another wife? So
That's
what
right.
if he wants you to make him a sandwich? You understand?
That's right.
So what if he wants you to, cook something?
That's right.
So what if he just wants you to just be quiet? Just be quiet.
That's right.
When you battle your man, you don't know that what you're setting yourself up for is to be alone and have to be with a stranger. You're taken up by somebody who don't care about you or that kid.
That's right.
Or none of that. You have to be of good courage, man. Be of good courage. These men out here, it takes courage to deal with a sister, man.
That's right.
It does.
That's right.
That's why you see these men that go get white women, they're weak.
Weak.
They're weak, man. They weak. They go get white women and go get Chinese women, Asian persuasion, because they do what they tell them to do.
That's right.
Okay, we would like black women to do what we tell them to do, but we ain't about to go, like I said, we got to battle that demon ourselves.
That's right.
We got to battle that demon because we not about to go sleep with no white woman, no Chinese woman. I got to deal with this.
Right.
So man up, right?
That's right.
It's the phrase man up.
Man up.
And you go to war with that woman, man. You go to war with her demons.
That's right.
You go to war with her demons. Y'all both go to war with them. You mean it should just be woman enough, or these women should just be courageous enough to battle them themselves.
That's right.
And I mean, it'd be less work when you have a man that's battling them with you. And that's why we have a multitude of counselors here in the ISUPK.
That's right.
We have a multitude of counselors. We'll go through those things with you. We'll battle those demons with you.
That's right.
But you have to acknowledge that you have them and be willing to battle them.
That's right.
All right? Read it from the top.
Be of good courage, and let us play the men for our people.
Let us do what? Play the who?
Let us play the men.
Let us play the what?
The men.
Let's play the what?
The men.
Let's play the what?
The men.
Go that way. Come on, go. Go that way. Go. Let us play the what?
Let us play the men.
Let us play the men. Go ahead.
For our people.
For our people. Go ahead.
And for the cities of the Most High.
And for the cities of the Most High, man. That's what has to happen right now. If you could, if you could just take them in the room or either put them over there somewhere. That's what we have to do right now. We have to play the men for our people. We can't play the sisters. You understand? We got to play the men. It's going to have to be a man that's going to have to go out and lead our people. That's going to do what? Defend the city. You know what I mean? That's going to do the work of the Most High. It's going to have to be a man. Read that from the top.
Yes, be of good courage. Let us play the men for our people.
Let us play the men for our people. Go ahead.
And for the cities
and for
of
the
our
cities,
Most High.
Like we said, and for our cities. Like I said, it's going to take a man that's not going to lead the nation, but it's going to trickle. It's going to trickle down into your communities. You trickle down to your household, and vice versa. Right. You start off a man having a good man in these black homes, then our black communities will start to change.
That's right.
Our nation altogether will change, man.
God.
Go ahead and read it one more time.
And for the cities of our Most High, and the Most High do that which seemeth him good.
All right, so this is a scripture right here. This is a scripture. It captures, like I said, this scripture captures the true spirit of a man of the Lord, man. who was what? A man of war.
Man of
All right,
war.
so the nation of Israel at this time was under attack by the Ammonites, who of course we know are the children of Lot, or you know what I mean, through the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Through the Ammonites. So at the time we was under attack by the Ammonites, the so-called Japanese, right, and the Koreans and the Syrians at this time. Go in and close the door. Go in and close the door. And the Syrians at the time, right? But this is what happened. The armies of Israel had enemies on the front line and behind them. And Joab, right?
Yes, sir.
Joab was the general of the army at this time. This is Joab speaking right now.
Joab, yes.
What did Joab say?
And Joab drew nigh, and the people.
No, read that scripture I just told you.
Be of good courage.
He told him what?
Be of good courage.
He told him do what?
Be of good courage.
He told him don't be so aggressive. Read it.
Be of good courage.
He told him be gentle.
Be of good courage.
Turn the other cheek.
Be of good courage.
You gotta love everybody, man.
Be of good courage.
The only way to conquer hate is by with love, man.
Be of good courage.
If you can't beat them, then join them.
Be of good
He
courage.
said, man, be of good courage, man. That's what Joab said. That's a true leader. That's a true man of war right there.
Come.
Telling his men to be of good courage.
Good courage.
That's what he's telling. He's preparing them for war.
That's right.
He's preparing them for war with the Ammonites.
That's right.
With the so-called Japanese. He's preparing them for war against the Koreans and the Syrians.
That's right.
He's telling them to be of good courage. Read it one more time.
Be of good courage. Let us play the men for our people.
You understand?
And for the cities.
Meaning, let us play the men, meaning let the men be the protectors. Let the men be the defenders
That's
of
right.
our people.
That's
Let
right.
us play the men. Go ahead.
Let us play the men for our people.
For our people. For who?
For our people.
For whose people?
For our people.
And that's what another thing that our people have to take a hold of, man.
That's right.
Nationalism. Nationalism.
Us.
Our people, man.
Us.
Let's worry about what black women are going through.
That's right.
Let's worry about what Hispanic women are going through.
That's right.
Let's worry about what our Native Indian women are going through. Let's care for our black men.
That's right.
Let's care for our Hispanic Native Indian men.
That's right.
Let's help them.
Our people.
Let's raise them up.
That's right.
Let's be courageous for them. For our people, go ahead.
For our people and for the cities of the Most High.
You understand? For the cities of the Most High, man. You understand? Like they defended our cities, our land, that our forefathers were given and fought for.
That's right.
You understand? These are things that our forefathers were given and they fought for. Now it's our turn to fight for the
That's
same
right.
thing.
That's exactly
It's
right.
our time to fight for those
That's exactly right.
things, man.
Yes, sir.
We have to do it.
Down,
We have to
down.
be that generation now that's going to take up that responsibility and stand in the hedges.
That's
Like
right.
the scriptures talks about.
Exactly.
Standing in the hedges, man. Being on the front line, in the trenches, man.
That's right.
Go ahead and read it, man.
And the Most High do that which seemeth him good.
You understand? That's what it is, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like we like at the time we going out to war against our enemies and what? We let the Most High be on our side.
That's
man.
right.
The Most High gonna be on our side. So what if it's only a few of us?
That's right.
So what if it's not as more of them? So what if we still got surrounded?
That's right.
So what if they got Predator drones?
That's right.
Who cares about their AKs and their bullets that they manufacture? Who cares about all that stuff? They got nothing on the Most High, man.
Nothing.
None of that compares to having the Lord on your side.
That's exactly right.
You understand? Read that from the top again, man.
Be of good courage and let us play the men of our people and for the cities of the Most High.
That's what it's about, man.
That's right.
We need to, like he said, we need to be of good courage and play the men for our people.
That's right.
To be the protectors, to be the defenders.
Ah.
And why? Because we're not going to let these people come up in here and take our land.
That's right.
And kill us.
That's right.
Coming with that Christmas and homosexuality and none of that mess.
Right.
You keep that out there.
That's right.
You're not going to come in here and enslave us.
That's
and
right.
rape our women.
That's right.
You think you're gonna come in and sex traffic our women, prostitute our women?
No, sir.
No black man should be okay with that, man.
No, sir.
No black man should allow those things to happen.
No, sir.
We should be putting ourselves in a position
Right.
to be able to defend our women.
That's right.
To defend our houses and
That's
our
right.
communities.
For us.
We should be in that. We should be setting ourselves up to be in that position, and that's what's happening in the only place on the earth, and that's the ISUPK.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You understand?
That's right.
That's what's happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most high praise, man.
Yes, sir.
You understand? We're not gonna allow our women to be raped and our children to be kidnapped and murdered, man. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna be men of war. We're gonna be courageous, and we're going to do what? We're going to fight.
Be of good courage.
We're going to be of good courage, and we're going to fight and protect and defend, and we're going to kill if necessary.
That's right.
And we will die. And
That's
we're prepared to die.
That's right.
Just like Christ was.
That's right.
We'll be prepared to die.
That's right.
You understand? This is what we bringing out is hardcore, man.
That's right.
Hardcore. You understand?
That's right.
And the Lord was with them. The Lord was with Joab and their army. They was with them, man.
That's right.
You understand? And they slaughtered the Ammonites.
Slaughtered.
They slaughtered the Syrians.
Slaughtered them.
Who had us surrounded.
That's right.
They slaughtered them.
That's right.
They slaughtered them. You understand? Don't let him come this way out. You know what I mean? Save him. Save him. You understand? They slaughtered the Ammonites and the Syrians, man. And they, like I said, they had us surrounded. It would have seemed like it would have been no way for us to win.
That's right.
But them brothers had courage.
That's right.
And them brothers had the Lord, man.
That's right.
The Lord is a man of war, and they to that day they were men of war.
That's right.
All right, let's go ahead and drop that. Let's get 2 Kings. 2 Kings 24 and 14.
2 Kings 24:14. And he carried away all Jerusalem and all the princes and all the mighty men of valor.
So we talking about now, this is a story about the king of Babylon. Who are we talking about? Nimrod, right?
Sir.
King of Babylon, you understand? He took Jerusalem, our capital city, captive. All right?
Sir.
Read it from the top.
And he carried away all Jerusalem.
All Jerusalem, right? Our city, our capital city, go ahead.
Right. And all the princes.
And all the royal family. You understand? All the royal family he took captive, go ahead.
And all the mighty men of valor.
And he took all our warriors too.
That's right.
He took all our warriors, all our soldiers. Took all the royal people, go ahead.
And even 1,000 captives, 10,000 captives.
And even 10,000 captives, right? And when he talks about it, they're talking about 10,000 captives. These are what? Our important, skilled, and educated men.
Right.
You understand? Our carpenters, our welders.
That's right.
Our swordsmen, or, the people that was, like Kanye West today.
That's right.
Talented, skilled.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Michael Jordan.
That's right.
You know what I mean? All of these people.
That's right.
That who are our black people, who are our successors today. Those are the thousands that went. Then you see them. It's just the same today. There's thousands of them. I can name thousands of black people, black men and women, Hispanic men and women, Native Indian men who are rich, who are wealthy. Common War. Go have a seat. You understand? Who are wealthy, man. They are, and like it said, read it again. Read that part again.
And he carried away all Jerusalem, and all the princes, and all the mighty men of valor.
And all the mighty, go ahead.
Even 10,000 captives, and all the craftsmen,
right? See
the smiths.
Exactly.
None remained.
None. Hold it right there.
Yes, sir.
So they carried away the craftsmen, the smithsmen. Like I said, these are the talented, skilled people.
That's right.
People who had skills and talents above average.
That's right.
They were carried away. They're
right.
carried away today as well. That's why Kanye West, rich and successful, is not on the front line building up Chicago,
That's right.
but he in the White House on his knees in front of Donald Trump. You understand?
That's right.
Oprah Winfrey is not battling, all of the sex trafficking and women that are being molested and raped. Instead, she backing, what's the man name? What's the white guy's name that Oprah Winfrey? I don't know his name, man. Some Jewish guy. You understand? But that's what she is. She defending them.
Right.
Hey, she's carried away, man.
Right.
Michael Jordan is carried away.
Gone.
They gone. They not here.
They're gone.
And who's left? What did it say? It say none were left. Read that part. None were left.
And none remained.
And none remain. Go ahead.
Save the poorest.
Who was left?
The poorest.
Who was left?
The poorest.
Who was left?
The poorest.
The poorest, man. Trayvon Martin. Read it.
The poorest.
Walter
sort
Scott.
of people.
No, I don't need
the
that.
poorest.
Walter Scott.
The poorest.
Trayvon Martin.
The poorest.
Emmett Till.
The poorest.
Charleston Nine.
The poorest.
Philando Castile.
The poorest.
all of these brothers in the ghettos and everywhere in the prison cells. You know what I mean? These are the men that are left. We are here in hell, poor,
Wow.
at the bottom.
Poorest.
While all of our successors are in the White House, singing and dancing with the devil.
Right.
All of our talented men and women are what? Dancing somewhere in Australia somewhere,
Right.
on a deserted island, enjoying tuna tartare or something of that nature. We're here in America, in the hell,
Right.
in the trenches.
Right.
That's who's left after it's all said and done. Go ahead.
Save the poorest sort of people of the land.
All the poorest are the people of the land, man. Any more on that?
That's it, sir.
Let me get Jeremiah 14:2.
Jeremiah 14:2.
And that's the thing, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, our people get to this point where we lose that leadership, and what happens? Because we lost that leadership, our people get carried away. Our people are what? Carried away captives.
That's right.
Our women are raped.
That's right.
You understand? While everybody's celebrating Christmas, black women are getting raped. Black men are dying. Everybody's celebrating New Year's, talking about Happy New Year's. It's Mexicans in holding cells.
Sad.
With foil blankets on top of
Sad.
them. Ain't nothing happy about their New Year.
Nothing.
While all of that's going on. You understand? This is what's happening. We don't have the right leadership to be able to what? To have our people in a better condition, man. To have our people in a better condition. All right? Read what I need.
Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourning.
Do what?
Judah mourning.
Judah mourneth.
And the gates thereof languish.
Hold it right there. It's sis said, and they're throwing the Latinos in these modern day concentration camps, the very people who helped build America to what it is now. And that's exactly what we're saying right now. While everybody's celebrating Christmas, celebrating New Year's, what do you think those Hispanic families that are in those holding cells, in those concentration camps, all of the Native Indians that's on the reservations, what the hell do you think they're feeling? What the hell do you think all the men and women in the prison system feeling?
That's right.
You out here talking about some happy damn New Year.
No happy
happy
New Year.
damn Merry damn Christmas.
That's right.
Man, if you don't wake up and realize you are in hell, if you don't wake up and realize that you are a slave and you are in captivity,
That's right.
we will never ever get out of this place, man.
Never.
We never get out of this condition.
That's right.
You understand? But it's not going to be Kanye West.
No.
It's not going to be all of those that went and celebrated Christmas. It's not going to be none of them that's going to get us out of this condition. Because they gone. They carried away.
That's right.
Like scripture say, they swallowed up.
That's right.
And all that's left is the poor. So it's going to be the poor
That's
that's
right.
going to have to lead our people. That's going to have to lead the revolution.
Poorest.
It's going to have to be the poor that's going to have to lead the revolution. That's going to have to boycott these holidays. And when I say boycott, I mean separate.
That's right.
Never to celebrate it again. You understand? It's going to have to be the poor that's going to lead the revolution because we're the ones that's out here hurting every day.
Right.
Oppressed, suffering every day. Our soul is in hell. All right?
That's right.
And why? Because our leaders are weak.
Weak.
Because we don't have a man who is a man of war to lead the people in, to lead them out, to go in before them. We don't have that man
No.
until the eyes should be caved.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Give me what you got, Doc.
Jeremiah 14:2.
And this is what it's saying right here. Go ahead.
That's right. Judah mourneth.
That's what I'm saying. Judah mourneth. Who is Judah? Judah is one of the tribes of Israel.
That's one of the tribe of Israel.
You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? If you are a descendant of Judah, you will call yourself a Jew.
The Jew. That's right.
The man that calls himself a Jew today is not mourning.
No.
But the men who are biblically fit those curses
Get those good.
and those descriptions, they are mourning. Like we just went down the list. Trayvon Martin,
That's right.
his family's mourning.
That's right.
Walter Scott, his family's mourning.
That's right.
All those people in the prison are mourning.
That's right.
All of those people on the reservations are mourning.
That's right.
All those Hispanics that are in those concentration camps are mourning, man.
That's right.
We're mourning. We are Judah. We are the Israelites. We are the
That's right.
Jews
That's right.
that the
That's
Bible speaks. We're in mourning.
That's right.
We don't own the Diamond District. They own the Diamond District.
That's right.
They own Hollywood.
That's right.
They got their own land, their own currency, they got even their own laws.
Sin, they got it.
They ain't mourning. They're not the real Jews.
It's their land. We ain't got nothing.
But we are mourning because we are the real Jews.
That's right, sir.
And what it's talking about is us.
That's right.
And why do we mourn? Go ahead.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
That's why we mourn. Because the gates thereof languish.
Yes, sir.
Because there is not a man out of 1,000 to lead the people out of captivity.
Not a man.
There's not a man out of 1,000 to come and take black people and defend us against homosexuality.
Lord help us.
To defend us against Christmas.
That's right.
Defend us against Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Defend us against marijuana smoke.
That's right.
Defend us against interracial marriage.
That's right.
To defend us righteously, man.
Homosexuality.
You know what I mean? Homosexuality, man.
That's right.
There's no man to defend us, so we fall subject to all of those things.
Yes,
And
sir.
though we might not see nothing wrong with interracial marriage,
Right.
though we might not see anything wrong with getting high,
Sir.
these are unlawful acts against,
That's right. That's
against
right.
the Lord.
That's right.
And it angers the Lord. The Lord told us not to do those things.
Right.
It's a lot of things he told us not to do.
Exactly.
And if we had a man, if we had a gate represents protection or leadership.
Yes, sir.
You understand? A gate. This is a gate right here. Then what's on this side of the gate can't get to me. This gate's supposed to be my leader, and he's supposed to be here making sure that these people don't come and attack me.
That's right.
Because our gates languish. And the word languish means weak or falling. Weak. Our gates languish. Our leaders are weak. Now we fall subject to all of these things. If they were more like Joab,
That's right.
then we would be defended.
Righteous leader.
We would be defended against enslavement.
Come.
We'd be defended against homosexuality.
That's right.
We'd be defended against the rape of our women.
That's right.
The sex trafficking of our women. We would be defended against that.
That's right.
If we had more men like Joab.
Right.
More men like Commanding General Yohana.
Right.
You understand? But because our leaders are weak, they tell the women, you are loose. Women, thou are loose. You don't need no man, sis.
No,
You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I can take care of you.
Come on.
That's all they really trying to do is get in your drawers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They telling you the laws is done away with.
Right.
Be a homosexual. The Lord loves you either way.
Man.
Our leaders are weak, man. And they're the reason why we suffer, man.
That's right.
Matter of fact, give me Jeremiah 23:1.
Jeremiah 23.
Jeremiah 23:1.
Okay, sorry. 23:1. Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors.
Woe be unto who?
The pastors.
That's why the Lord said this. That's why the Lord said, woe be unto the pastors. Woe means destruction.
That's right.
The Lord said, woe be unto the pastors or destruction to the pastors. Why?
That they destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
That's why. Because they destroy and they scatter blacks, Hispanics, and
Oh,
Native
have
Indians.
mercy.
They destroy black people,
What?
man. They destroy Hispanics, man.
Right.
That Catholic church and those Catholic, so-called Catholic priests, they destroy us, man. They destroy Native Indians, man.
Right.
The Catholic Church, with all of the rosary beads and all of this other stuff that they idolize that ain't doing nothing for our Hispanic brothers, man. Doing nothing for our Hispanic sisters. These Christian church Baptists, Methodists, and talking about getting baptized in water and all of this idiotic stuff that's not changing any of our people.
Nothing.
But instead, it's destroying them, man.
Nothing.
They telling them the laws is done away with.
away with.
You can marry who you want to marry. Pork is lawful to eat.
Lord.
Shrimp is lawful. You can eat shrimp, crab, and lobster because it's not what goes into the mouth, it's what comes out the mouth.
What they say.
Right, that's what they say.
That ain't-
But that's absolutely false interpretation.
God.
You understand?
Sir.
That's why we destroy it. Because we eat pork, we get high blood pressure.
That's right.
We get gout. We get strokes. We get heart disease.
That's right.
We have heart attacks.
That's
You
right.
understand? Black women throw their men away and they get kidnapped. They get raped. They get molested. They get took into sex trafficking.
That's right.
You understand? Children do what? Disobey their parents and they end up in prison.
That's right.
End up dead in the grave somewhere.
That's right.
This is why this is why we're destroyed. Because if we had righteous leadership, if we had a man of war who was courageous, who was a provider to his household, a true provider to his nation, then we wouldn't be in those conditions.
We wouldn't.
we would know what we should and should not do and why we should not do it. And he would have the balls to tell us the truth, whether we didn't like it or not. You understand?
That's right.
Woe be unto the pastors, man. Destruction to those pastors for being so weak, for being those weak gates, for being those gates that the scriptures say are sunken into the ground. What good is a gate that's sunken into the ground? You just walk right over it.
Walk right over.
And that's what these other nations do to T.D. Jakes.
That's right.
They walk all over T.D. Jakes.
Walk
all over Creflo Dollar. You know who they didn't walk all over? Nat Turner.
That's right.
They didn't walk all over Nat Turner.
That's right.
Nat Turner was like, listen, I'm reading right here.
Right.
It says, never trust thine enemies.
Never.
Right here it says, prepare slaughter for his children. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's what it says in here. It don't say nothing about love everybody. They wasn't gonna walk all over Nat Turner. You know what I mean? Nat Turner was a man who was not going to be a sucker. You understand? A man who's not going to be a sellout like Martin Luther King. And today, that man today who was no sucker, who was no sellout, Commanding General Yohana, man, of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. And Commanding General Yohana is raising up an exceedingly great army.
That's right.
Of courageous men who are not afraid to go out.
That's right.
Not afraid to go in. And not afraid to lead our people out.
That's right.
Drop that, man. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 30. Anybody got any questions or comments online, feel free to post them in the section. Yeah. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 30.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Come on. Ezekiel.
Come on, leave that alone. Go ahead, give it to me out.
Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 30.
Go ahead.
And I sought for a man among them.
I did what?
I sought for a man among them.
I sought for a man among them. Go ahead.
That should make up the hedge.
That should make up the hedge. That's what we were talking about before, right?
That's right.
A man is standing in the hedge.
That's right.
Meaning in the trenches.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's what the hedge is, the trenches.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That should make up the hedge and stand in the gap.
In the gap, go ahead.
Before me.
Before who?
Before me.
Go ahead.
For the land.
For the land, go ahead.
That I should not destroy it. And I found none.
But I found none, man.
None.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is something is what we see every day.
That's right.
Yeah, you wonder why women be like, oh, niggas ain't shit. Excuse my language. Oh, wow, us as black men, we don't even have much faith in ourselves.
That's right.
Because look at our leadership.
That's right.
Look at our leadership. The pastors is homosexuals. Pastors is liars.
Sad.
You know what I mean?
Sad.
And because they sell us up the road, our fathers get taken out of the household.
That's right.
And we don't lack discipline. And then what? Now we don't have structure. Now we don't have courage. Now we can definitely gossip all day. We'll gossip with you all day.
That's right.
We'll cry with you.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
But that's not what we're here for.
That's right.
We're supposed to be here to lead the nation. To be like what it says just now. We're supposed to be here to make up the hedge.
Make up the hedge.
And stand in the gap before the Lord, before me and the land, before the Lord and the land. To be that bridge between the Most High and the people. You understand?
That's right.
That's what we supposed to be for. But like I said, all of these things are breaking our people apart piece by piece.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead. Read it from the top.
And I sought for a man among them that I should make up the hedge and stand in the gap before me on the land, that I should not destroy it. But I found none.
And this is how important a black man is. This is how important a black man is. He can stand in the gap and repair this nation. He can stand in that hedge and actually repair this nation. All blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man,
That's right.
can come together.
That's
You understand?
right.
But why? Because the Lord put his spirit in one man.
That's right.
The Lord put his spirit in one man. All right? Read it again from the top.
And I sought for a man among them that should make up the hedge and stand in the gap.
All it takes is one man.
One man.
All
Stand
it
in the
takes,
gap
all it takes is one man to stand in the gap. Go ahead.
before me for the land,
Go ahead.
that I should not destroy it. But I found none.
That's it. So he don't destroy the land. It takes one man to keep the Lord from destroying the land or to rebuild the land, to rebuild the people.
That's right.
All right. And like I said, in the spirit of the Lord is only put on one man.
That's right.
I mean, saying the Bible is full of stories of the Lord putting that spirit on one man.
That's right.
You understand?
Exactly
Like
right.
just to name a couple of them. What that did? What like Moses?
Moses.
Moses was that one man.
Yes, sir.
Did he not deliver the entire nation?
Sir, that's right.
He delivered the entire nation out of Egypt.
That's right.
Who else?
Noah.
Noah, exactly. Good one. Not Joshua,
Joshua.
Gideon, Obadiah,
That's
Ezekiel.
Right. That's right.
You know what I mean? Like all of these men, Samuel,
That's right.
Dawadah, King David. You know what I mean? Isaiah, and of course we know Yahweh Shah HaMashiach,
Oh, yes, that's right.
so-called Jesus Christ.
That's right.
These were all these were all that one man that he sent to
right.
stand in the hedge.
Stand in the gap.
I'm gonna take this one man. Imagine what we can do when that one man raises up another man,
That's right.
and that man raises up two men.
That's right.
Those two men raise up four men.
That's right.
Now we got a commanding general. Now we got generals. Now we got captains
That's right.
of 13,000.
That's
Now we
right.
got captains of 10,000.
That's
Now we
right.
got officers of 5,000.
That's right.
Now we got officers of 1,000.
That's right.
Officers of 500.
That's right.
Officers of 50.
Right.
Troopers.
Right.
And sisters is in here.
Right.
And they in line. Now
That's
the
right.
kids is under them and they in line.
That's right.
And that's our whole entire nation repaired.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
And it only takes one man.
One man.
You understand? But a man nonetheless.
That's right.
Drop that out. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 31, man. You understand? Ezekiel was a bad man. You know what I mean? Nehemiah was a bad man. Nehemiah told them in the temple that he was going to lay hands on them. You understand?
That's right.
He said he going to lay hands on them. And you know black people, how we talk when we say we're going to lay hands on somebody.
You know what that means.
You know what them hands is about. You don't want these hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do you think we say that? You know what I mean? Like this is our book, man.
That's right.
This is our book. Matter of fact, you give me that. I'm gonna find that in Nehemiah where he said put hands on them.
Ezekiel 34 and 31.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ezekiel 34 and 31. Ye my flock, the flock of my pasture.
The flock of my pasture, right?
Are men.
Are what?
Men.
Are what?
Men.
Are women.
Men.
It's auntie.
Men.
It's Juanita Bynum.
Men.
It's grandma.
Men.
It's men, man. It's want to be a man.
That's right.
Men are the flock of my pasture. Go
That's
ahead.
And I am your God.
I am your power. Go ahead.
I am your power, saith the Most High.
Read it one more time, Mark.
Yes, sir. Ezekiel 34, 31. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men.
You, the flock of my pasture are men.
And I am your Most High.
And I am your power, man. You understand? I am your power. The Lord says I am a man of war, right?
That's right.
And it also says I am the Lord of hosts.
That's right.
And what is a host? Get that Zondervan right there, right quick, Doc. Get that Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary and give me the definition of host in there.
Yes, sir.
The Lord said, I'm the Lord of hosts. He's a man of war and the Lord of hosts. What is he? What is he the Lord of or the power over? Give me read the title of the book. Title of the book. Read the word and then read the definition. If anybody got any questions online, you let me know, man. Anybody got questions online? Host, it should be in there. Huh?
Yes, sir.
If anybody got any questions online, Shalom, Thomas, brother Thomas, Yahweh Shemish Bagatah. You understand?
Oh, yes, I got it.
Shalom to Bree, you understand, Sister Bree. We got like Labia in there. You know what I mean? We got a couple brothers in there. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Jabrakatah, all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemartha, Bashim, shout out all you sisters in there, man. Good. Nice to have y'all in this class. Make sure y'all like and share this video so we can get this truth out. Share it with all your friends. Share it in all the groups that you in. Let's make this go viral, man. Give me what you got.
Host, Zonderman, back dictionary. Army.
What?
Army.
What?
Army.
What?
Army.
That's the definition of host. That's what a host is. A host is a army.
Army.
You understand? And
Sir.
the Bible says he is the Lord of hosts.
That's right.
I mean, I'm the Lord over this army.
That's right.
Now drop that, get back in that scripture where you were just at.
Yes, sir.
He said, I'm the Lord of hosts. I'm the Lord of this army.
Yes, sir.
Now read that from the top.
And ye, my flock, the flock of my pastor, are men.
The flock of my pasture are men.
Men.
My soldiers are men.
Men.
Go ahead.
And I am your power.
And I am your power, the Lord of this army.
That's right.
You understand? I'm the Lord of this army.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Saith the Most High.
Said the Most High. Drop that and let me get Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 21. You understand? This Nehemiah. This Nehemiah, man. Nehemiah was witnessing all kind of wickedness go on, man. Just like we do in the UPK today in America. You understand? We looking at all of the wickedness that's going on around us in the media, in the TV, on the internet and social media, in our job, in our workplaces, in our schools. We see all the evil and wickedness that's going on, man. And Nehemiah was seeing the same thing, and Nehemiah wasn't having it, man. Nehemiah wasn't about to let it go down for people to just be homosexual and think it's cool to be a homosexual. Nehemiah wasn't going to just let you see our brothers and sisters, interracially marrying and not think that it was wrong for us. It was okay for us to be marrying interracially. It was not going to allow it. You know what I mean? Nehemiah wasn't having it. Just like Mattathias, when he was sitting on that horse and he was talking to the king's officials in Greece. Mattathias in Greece was talking to the king's officials, and they were telling them what? No, you need to do after the king's commandments. He said, I'm not doing the king's commandments. I'm doing the Lord's commandments. Right. And there was a brother that ran out to go do the king's commandments, and Mattathias was not accepting of that. He was not okay with his brothers and sisters being ungodly. Right. Nehemiah wasn't cool with it either, man. And we not in the ISUPK, man. Read.
Nehemiah, what was it?
Nehemiah 13 and 21.
13, 21, yes, sir. Nehemiah 13, 21. Oh, wait a minute. That's up on me. Sorry. Okay. Nehemiah 13 and 21.
Go ahead.
Then I testified against them.
You did what?
I testified against them.
You testified against them. Go ahead.
And said unto them.
Hold it right there. You understand? With Shalakia to the interruption, everybody out there, man. You understand? Nehemiah said, then I testified against them and said unto them, go ahead.
Then I testified against them and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall?
Why lodge ye about the wall? Go ahead.
If ye do so again.
If you do it again, is what Nehemiah is saying. If you do it again, go ahead.
I will lay hands on you.
I will do what?
Lay hands on you.
I will do what?
Lay hands on you.
He said, I will lay hands on you, man. You better know Nehemiah was no joke. Nehemiah was no coward. Nehemiah was one West, man. He said, I will lay hands on you. And you best believe there's been times we had to lay hands on brothers in the Israelite school.
That's right.
Like universal practical knowledge. You understand? Because you're going to come in here and you're going to what? You're going to follow these laws and these protocols and this order in here. You're not going to come in these classes and be disruptive in here. You don't go to no Christian church and being disruptive.
That's right.
You don't be in the Christian church doing all of that disrespecting and loud and debating and you don't never debate your Christian pastor.
That's right.
Don't come up in here. We'll carry you out. You get carried out of this class in here.
That's right.
We'll lay hands on you.
That's right.
Read it one more time.
Then I testified against them.
Go ahead.
And said unto them, Why lodge ye about the wall? If you do so again, I will lay hands on you.
I will lay hands on you. Ooh wee. Nehemiah was not playing.
With blood.
He said that with courage.
Courage,
Because he
sir.
was not playing. He
right.
wasn't gonna say that and not mean it, and he said it. It's right there.
That's right there.
Just like a black man speak today about putting their hands on the paws,
Hands on you. Yes,
putting the
sir.
paws on somebody, or
God,
putting,
God.
give me, you don't want these hands, you don't get these hands. So that's how we speak.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's why we speak, sir.
You know what I mean? So like, let's go back. You know what I mean? When you go down to that more into that chapter, it's going to talk about, in those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab. So they was interracially marrying, just like they did, in the time of the Adamites. With the sons of God were making marriages with the daughters of men. And what did the Lord do in result of interracial marriage? He flooded the entire earth, man. In result of interracial marriage, he flooded the entire earth.
That's right.
He didn't. That angered him.
That's right.
That's something that's unlawful. It's
right.
abominable to him
That's
to
right.
marry interracially. So when Nehemiah sees all of these things going on, he speaks. He testified against them. He called them out on
That's
it.
right.
And he said that if you doing these things again, I will lay hands on you, man.
Hands on. That's right.
All right. Let's go back now. Let's get back to we pulled out Ezekiel. Let's drop down to Romans. Let's get to Romans now. Romans 9 and 7. Romans 9 and 7.
Romans 9 and 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham, are they all the children. But in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
But in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
That's right.
What is this saying? That the man carries the seed.
That's right.
The man carries the seed.
That's
He defines your nationality.
That's right.
The man does. And Isaac shall thy seed be called. You know what I mean? The seed is the what? The inheritance from the father to the son. To a son or to a daughter.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
That's inheritance. Your inheritance of your nationality, your identity, what your nationality is.
That's right.
We know who our, some of us might say we are mixed when we're in the world, but when you come into the ISUBK and learn that you are the seed of your father, you will call yourself by what your father is.
That's right.
If father's a black man, his father's a black man,
right.
then you are a black woman or
That's
a
right.
black man.
That's right.
If your father's a Mexican or a so-called Mexican and his father's so-called Mexican, then you're a so-called Mexican.
That's right.
You're an Issacharite by tribe.
That's right.
But you go by the seed of your father. See, because the man, the sperm the male carries is the nation. You understand?
That's right.
And he can reproduce and grow the nation.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He can be the reason we grow a nation. You know what I mean? Like Commander General Yohana said, he could produce more soldiers. Having 10 wives and having 10 babies and 10 sons or whatever the case may be, he can raise more soldiers that way than going out in street corners and prophesying and holding camp every week.
Exactly right.
Because he can birth a nation.
The nation.
You know what I mean? We can birth a nation
That's
because
right.
we carry the seed.
That's right.
This seed that I produce is going to be the seed of Judah.
That's right.
You understand? All right, but the scripture says, "In Isaac shall thy seed be called."
That's right.
Meaning the seed of the Lord will transfer to Isaac and his son. What? Right?
Yes, sir.
Jacob, who is Israel, and his sons.
Yes, sir.
That's what it means. You know what I mean? In Isaac shall thy seed be called, man. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Abraham had another son, right, called Ishmael. But who is the father? Who Ishmael, of course, is the father of the Arabs. You know what I mean? But the Lord chose Isaac and not Ishmael. Okay? So nonetheless, in Isaac shall thy seed be called. The man carries the seed, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? If like when we read about the prophecies of in Isaiah, the prophecies of Edom,
That's right.
when it says prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers,
That's right.
and then it gets into saying so they not fill the face of the earth with cities,
That's right.
and it says something about slaying. I'm paraphrasing, but slaying their sons and their nephews.
Right.
Because he's going to kill the men of their lineage.
That's right.
If you take out the men, that nation can't reproduce anymore.
No seed.
You cut off no seed. That nation, after the last one dies,
That's right.
the last of that nation dies, that's it. Because
That's
this man is not producing more.
That's right.
All right, so Matt, that's the importance of the black man. We birthed this nation.
That's right.
You understand? From the seeds, from our seed.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Just close it and lock it. Lock it on the other side, Doc. Lock it on the other side. The water. Alright? That's the importance of the black man. He created this, he birthed this nation. Okay?
That's right.
Just like if you take a seed, an apple seed, you plant an apple seed in Texas and plant an apple seed in California, does the land you planted in change what kind of seed or what kind of tree is going to grow? No, it does not.
Roll that out.
It's still going to grow a tree that's going to produce apples.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Sir.
All right, drop that. Let me get Jeremiah 51 and 19.
51:19.
51 and 19. All right. You understand? The importance of the black man, man. Black men, Hispanic and Native Indian men are important, man. They're important on birthing a nation, important on leading a nation, rebuilding a nation, right?
Yes, sir.
All of those things, man.
Yes, sir.
Keeping a nation pure, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what the importance of the black man, man. Like, we gotta raise these men up, man.
Yes, sir.
These sisters, you have to honor that man, honor that brother, man. Lift up his spirit. Get him in these classes, man.
That's right.
Give me Jeremiah 51 and 19.
Jeremiah 51:19. The portion of Jacob is not like them.
It's not like them, man. The portion of Jacob is not like them. What does that mean? That not only is the man important, but the black man is important.
That's right.
The Hispanic man is important. The Native Indian man. Who gives a damn about the Hamite man?
That's right.
The Edomite man.
That's right.
So-called white man. This man is not like them.
Not like them.
This man here, Jacob, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian
Right.
men are not like them.
That's right.
Go ahead.
The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things.
Because he's the form of all things. Like the black man is the form of all things.
That's right.
Every invention, right? Every great creation comes from what? The Israelites.
That's right.
From food
That's right.
to style,
That's
dancing,
right.
music,
Right.
clothing, farming,
That's right.
hygiene.
That's right.
We're the formers of all things,
Form
man.
of all things.
Government, science, everything.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We are the formers of all things. Read that one more time.
The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all
You know
things.
what I'm saying? He is the form of all things. Go ahead.
And Israel is the rod
Is the
of
what?
his inheritance.
Is
He's
the what?
Rod.
Is the what?
The rod.
Israel is the rod,
The rod.
as the rod of his inheritance.
His inheritance.
You understand? We are the Lord's inheritance.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
The rod of his inheritance, meaning what? Meaning
That's how to get the seed.
the penis.
Yes, sir.
The rod.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
And testicles.
That's right.
Which carries what? The seed.
Yes, sir.
Which what? Reproduces the Lord's people in the earth.
That's right.
Read it one more time.
The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things.
Like these are my people, and they are a great people.
That's
Like you
right.
said, they are a holy people. They are
All
a special
things.
people.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Through Israel,
That's
we're going
right.
to keep birthing more.
Keep birthing more.
Birthing more. Having babies. Making babies. Making
That's
babies.
right.
Reproducing.
That's right.
Creating more of the Lord's people. creating more black men, more black women, more Hispanic men, more Hispanic women, more Native Indian men, more Native Indian women, over and over and over, more and more and more and more, reproducing, creating an abundance of Israelites.
That's right.
So that's why we shouldn't be aborting our babies. Man.
That's right. Exactly right.
Because we are what? Read it again, that last part. The rod.
Oh, the rod. For Israel is the rod of inheritance.
Because we are the rod of his inheritance. We shouldn't be aborting the babies
That's
of,
right.
of the Lord.
That's right.
Those are the Lord's babies.
That's right.
Those are the Lord's children.
That's right.
That's the Lord's inheritance.
That's right.
That you're killing in the womb. That's his inheritance.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead.
The Lord of hosts.
The
is
Lord
his
of
name.
what?
The Lord of hosts.
The Lord of what?
Host.
The Lord of what?
Host.
The Lord of hosts is his
Host.
name.
That's right.
It means a man of war, a man over an army.
That's right.
Is his name. He's making it very clear for
That's
us to
right.
understand
That's
what
right.
his MO is,
That's right.
what his
Host.
position is.
Host.
What his,
Army.
what, exactly. A man of war.
That's right.
All right? Drop that. Give me Psalms chapter 8, verse 4.
Psalms chapter 8, verse 4. Psalms chapter 8, verse 4. What is man that thou art mindful of him?
Read it one more time.
What is man that thou art mindful of him?
Hold on. Where you at?
Psalms 8 and 4.
Con, go ahead.
What is man that thou art mindful of him, and the Son of Man that thou visiteth him? For thou hast made him a little lower than angels.
For thou hast made him a little lower than angels.
Lower
Right?
than angels, yes, sir.
Right. So what we're saying, the Lord is calling unto men, right?
Yes, sir.
Giving them direction. So what? So they can take leadership and authority.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Contrary to what the Christian church teaches, right?
That's right.
Christian church not teaching that. Like the sister said online, they teaching the women to be in authority.
No, Lord.
You know what I mean?
No.
Right.
No.
And that's who's heading these households,
That's
black
right.
women.
That's right.
So it's contrary to what the Christian church is teaching. It's contrary to what we're seeing in America today.
That's right. That's right.
Read it one more time.
For what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the Son of Man that thou visiteth him? For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor, that thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands.
Okay. You know what? Keep that. That's a good one.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get. It's supposed to be Proverbs.
Proverbs, yes, sir.
That's why I'm. That's why
You got that
I'm.
one.
Yeah,
Get
but
that one.
but
Proverbs
that,
8 and 4.
go ahead. Yep. Proverbs. Salagia. Anyone in the class right now. It's Proverbs 8 and 4.
Proverbs 8 and 4. Proverbs 8 and 4.
Go ahead.
Unto you,
There
O
we go.
men.
There we go. Unto you, oh what?
O men.
Oh men. Talking to the men.
To the men, sir.
So we get the men right, we get the whole nation right.
That's right.
We get the men right, we get the whole nation right.
Whole nation.
All we need is one man too.
That's right.
We get one man to stand in the edge.
That's
One
right.
man to stand in the gap.
That's right.
And we get this whole nation right.
That's right.
Read it from the top.
Unto you, O men,
So the Lord is calling unto men. Go ahead.
I call.
And he's what? He's giving them direction.
I call.
He's giving them direction. Go ahead.
And my voice is the sons of man.
My voice is to sons
to
of
the
man.
sons of man.
Right. To sons of man. Right. To the sons of man.
That's right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, unlike what the Christian church teaches, man,
That's right.
there is no equality between men and women.
That's right.
There is no equality between
none.
men and women.
That's right.
More specifically, black men and black women.
That's right.
You know what I mean? There's no equality.
That's right.
The Lord says what? Read it one more time.
Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men.
My voice is to the sons of man. You understand? The Lord is calling unto men, giving them directions on what? On how to take leadership
That's right.
and authority.
That's right.
All right? All right, drop that. Let's get 1 Samuel 9 and 6. I'm going to try to run through it now because I'm getting to coming up on 10 minutes left. So I'm trying to run through them.
Yes, sir.
Give y'all these precepts and, you know what I mean?
1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 6. And he said unto him, Behold now, there is in the city a man of of the Most High.
So there's in a city a what?
A man of the Most High.
So in the city there is a man of the Most High. You will not find the words a woman of the Most High in the Bible.
It's not there.
You will not find it in the Bible.
No, sir.
There's nowhere in the Bible it's going to say a woman of God.
That's right.
Well, all women say that every day.
They say
I'm a
that.
woman of God. I'm a woman of God.
Yeah.
No, see what happened is you've had a battery put in your back
Come on.
by one of the smoothest pimps on this side of town. T.D. Jakes,
Come on, brother.
Pastor Charleston,
No.
Pastor Reverend Johnson.
No,
You
no,
know
no.
what I mean? You've been had a battery put in your back because at the end of the day, what is it saying, Samuel?
A man of
You
God.
understand? There is in a city a man of God. Go ahead.
And he is an honorable man.
He is an honorable man, man. When you see this man who carries the Lord's Spirit,
That's right.
he will tell, you know what I mean? He will tell you which way to go.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
He's going to instruct you and lead you.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like
right.
that's this man in the city.
That's just the way it is.
That's this way it is.
Sir, yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? Read it from the top.
And he said unto him, Behold now, there is in the city a man of
Go
God,
ahead.
and he is an honorable man.
He's an honorable man. Go ahead.
And all that he saith cometh surely unto pass.
And all of what he say cometh to pass. Go ahead.
And now let us go, peradventure.
Mm-hmm.
He can show us our way that we should go.
He's going to do what?
Show us our way that we should go.
Right. Meaning he's going to be the leader.
That's right.
He's going to be the one that leads. He's going to be the one that gives instructions.
That's right.
He's going to be the one to tell us which way to go.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's going to be a man.
That's right.
It's a man of God.
Man.
And that's who's going to be the one who's honorable.
That's right.
It's not going to be a woman of God who's going to lead and instruct and
No.
lead and anything like that.
No one need to bind him.
You know what I mean? No Juanita Bynums.
It's,
You know, none of that.
Christian
All right.
church pastors.
Go ahead. Oh, drop that. Let me get 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. We're going to push through it now.
Yes, sir. 1
Three
Corinthians
more scriptures. 1
11 and
Uh-huh.
3.
Go ahead.
But I would have you know
Go ahead.
that the head of every man is
The
Christ.
head of every man is who?
Christ.
It's Christ. So when you say, oh, Commander Jenny Hunter this and Commander Jenny Hunter that, Christ is our king, man.
That's right. That's right.
Nobody said anything different than that.
That's right.
Commander Jenny Hunter is the man on earth.
That's right.
That's who's been giving the leadership of the nation of Israel.
BK, that's
The
right.
master according to the flesh.
That's right.
And he's raised up other masters according to the flesh.
That's right.
And those are the captains and all the generals, the captains, the officers.
Yes, sir.
And it talks about that in the Bible.
That's right.
Having officers over thousands,
That's
officers over 50.
That's right.
Captains over thousands.
That's right.
It talks about that.
Come.
There's rank in the Bible.
That's
There's
right.
order in the Bible.
That's right, sir.
And what Christ is the head of the man.
Christ.
That's order, and that's order in itself.
That's
Christ
right.
is the head of the man. Go ahead.
Yes. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
Go ahead.
and the head of every
The
woman
head of the woman.
is
Go ahead.
the
Go that
man.
way. Go that way, boy. I'm
Is
over
the man.
Okay, go
Is
in
the man.
Okay, go into class. I'm going to the room. Read it again up.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the who?
The
The
man.
head of the woman is the woman.
The
The
man.
head of the woman don't have no head.
The
The
man.
woman is the head.
The man.
The head of the woman is the man. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And you sisters out there better find you a head
That's right.
right now.
That's right.
Find you a head. Get in the ISUPK.
That's right.
Learn how to be a good wife.
That's right.
Learn how to be a good woman. Let us give you these instructions. Let us tell you which way to go. Let us tell you which way you should be led. Let us lead you,
That's right.
and you'll earn one day. You'll earn a warrior who can
Man.
be your head.
Head of the woman is the man.
We'll be your heads
That's
for
right.
now as your brothers.
That's right.
We'll be your heads right now as your brother. You
That's
understand?
That's right.
And we will give you to a man who's going to also be your brother, but he's going to be your husband.
That's right, sir.
And he's going to lead you.
That's right.
He's going to be your head. It's not going to be your equal.
No.
It's not going to be your partner.
No.
It's not going to be your, back to back like you want to cover a lethal weapon. You know what I mean?
No, brother.
You know what I mean? Ain't going to be none of that. It's going to be you over here,
That's right.
and I'm going in,
That's right.
and I'm going out,
That's right.
and I'm leading you out
That's
or
right.
leading you in.
That's right.
This is going to be. You're going to follow.
Scriptures say.
All right. Drop that. Let me get Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. Right?
Isaiah.
You know what I mean? The Lord sets a clear order, man. The head of man is Christ, which is, you know what I mean, a black man, of course. You know, Christ is a black man.
That's right.
And you know what I mean, and the black man, right? Us as men, we report to Christ.
That's right.
We report to Christ. We gotta like when we read in Hebrews, I think it's 3 and 12, when it says, obey your masters according to the flesh,
Right.
for they guard their soul and they have to make a report.
Report to Christ.
Right. We have to report to somebody over us.
Exactly.
Over
That's
us.
right.
The man in General Hunter has to report to somebody.
That's right.
He has to report to Christ. You understand? And what? And he takes orders from Christ. We
That's
follow
right.
this Bible. We follow these scriptures. We follow these instructions. We follow all of these things in this Bible, man. You understand? And it says the woman what? Because the woman, the head of the woman is the man. The woman takes orders and reports to who? The black man. The woman takes orders and reports to the black man.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna show you an example of that as well. We can read all through the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 3 and, what was that, 5, 6?
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12.
Isaiah 3 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as for my people, children are their oppressors. So this is the problem. The problem is, as for the Lord's people, children are running rampant.
Mm-hmm.
Like children are running rampant. Most of the murderers, the murders, the robberies, the crimes that's going on in the black community are done by children.
Come.
You know what I mean? It's the teenagers, the youth. Go ahead.
As for my people, children are the oppressors, and the woman rule over them.
You know what I mean? The oppressive children rule over them. You go into any community, you see these kids running around all the time of the night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No parents in sight.
That's right.
You know what I mean? No adult supervision, no
That's right.
order,
That's right.
no ruler.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They do whatever they want to do. Go ahead.
That's right. And the woman rule over them.
Mm-hmm.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
You understand? They that lead thee cause you to error, man. Like we're going into error. Error meaning make a mistake. You know, do the wrong things, mess up, f up. You know what I mean? Like that's why you see. You know, a lot of them they not going to school. They getting high. They fighting.
Right.
They killing each other.
Right.
Getting arrested, murdering, having sex, then committing abortions.
Oh,
It's out of control, man. You know what I mean? And it's like that because women are in charge of the family.
That's right.
Right? What it says, read it from the top.
Yeah. And so my people, children are their oppressors, and the women rule over them.
You understand? That's what it says because the women are in charge of the family. You know what I mean? Single parent homes is like almost 80%.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then most of them are headed by women. You understand? And because of that, what happens? A woman can't control her children.
O my
understand?
people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
And they can't, like I said, they can't control the children or they can't raise the family without the man's supervision and authority, right? Or his authority to keep everything in order.
Right.
So everything goes out of hand. Like I
Right.
say, you know, her sons will outgrow her, and then what's going to happen when they outgrow her? They no
Yeah,
longer
just-
fear her threats.
Yes, sir. Yes,
They
sir.
don't gonna fear her threats no more. We see it all the time, right?
Right.
I was the same way. I was raised by my mom. I grew up. We got a certain age. Them spankers ain't mean nothing no more. You know what I mean? They ain't mean nothing no more. Once I got to a certain age, like this, I don't even feel that.
That's right.
Now I don't feel like I don't have to listen to what you got to say.
That's right.
What? And her daughters, what? They what? They want to be a hoe, just like her,
That's right.
and have sex with as many dudes as she feels like.
That's right.
While she's out at work, trying to make money.
Right.
She at home by herself,
Right.
boyfriend over there,
Right.
niggas in and out the house.
Right.
You understand? This is because the Christian preachers have taught her what she can do bad all by herself.
Right.
Woman, thou art loose.
No.
Right?
That's right. That's
You
what it
understand? You know what I mean? But who is she loose from? Who is she loose from? What you think? Who is she loose from? When they say woman, thou art loose, what are they really saying? She loose from who?
She's loose from herself.
Stay on topic. No, stay on topic.
She's loose from doing the Most High's.
No, stay on topic.
She's
More
loose from her
specific.
husband.
From her man, from a black man.
Yes, sir.
She's loose from a black man. Once you start going to church, right?
Loosen herself.
Right, and talking to some Christian women or some preachers, she loses all respect for her man. All respect for a man. She begins to make demands and giving orders, as though her man should be obeying her, right?
That's right.
And not obeying him,
Right.
and she should not be obeying him, and that's
Right.
what we see every day.
Yeah.
Women think they should be worshipped, they should be obeyed.
Right.
I should be living like a queen.
Right.
I should be having all this, happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
No sweat, and that's why we err.
Yeah.
That's why we go into error.
That's right.
Give me 2 Timothy 2:12. Go ahead.
2 Timothy 2:12. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him.
Yeah,
If we deny him,
2 Timothy.
oh, that was first. 2 Timothy. Yes.
Go ahead.
If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us.
Hold on. It's supposed to be 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy, yes, sir.
Come.
Come. 1 Timothy. Chapter 2:12.
Start reading from the top out.
That ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled.
1 Timothy 2:12.
Sorry.
No, it's no sweat. You gotta wrap it up.
1
We got 1 more
Timothy
minute.
2:12.
Go ahead.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
I do what?
I suffer not a woman to teach.
I suffer not a woman to teach, man. A woman is first not to teach the Bible.
Right.
First of all.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Like she shouldn't be preaching.
Right.
She shouldn't be leading the
Right.
man in matters of the Bible.
That's right.
It shouldn't be none of that going on.
None of that.
Because the Lord said what?
I suffer not a woman to teach,
Go ahead.
nor to usurp authority over the man.
What does usurp mean? Usurp means to take
Right.
to take over without having an actual right to do so.
That's right.
You don't have a right to take control of this man. You don't have no right to do none of to teach this Bible.
That's right.
You don't have the right.
That's right.
Read it again.
I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
How does the black woman in today usurp authority over the man?
Take him to court over the
There you go, take him to court.
wanting to raise the children on their own.
Right, taking the kids from them.
Right.
Or what? Calling 911.
911.
That's the number one thing right
That's
there.
right.
Going to court, calling that government.
That's right.
Getting that governor involved.
That's right.
That's her authority.
That's
She
right.
calls in there.
That's right.
Just take advantage of them, man.
That's right, sir.
You understand? So read it one more time.
But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
Right, like you said, throw them out the house, call 911, throw them out the house.
Right.
Like you said, taking the children away from them.
That's right.
Goes and have sex with another man.
That's right. Yes, sir.
You know, all of those things,
That's
man. A
enough.
black Christian woman will complain about the man while emasculating him, right? Emasculating him,
Yes, sir.
then expecting him to stay and take the house and take the abuse.
Right. Wow.
Expecting him to stay and take the abuse, emasculating him and all of that, expecting him to stay and take the abuse.
Wow.
These are Christian women, man. Christian women that are learning from their Christian pastor
That's right.
who hates them, man.
That's right.
You understand? And in many cases, the father will say no to something, then the mother will say yes, right?
That's right.
And what? And then what? Usurping authority. That's usurping authority, the man's authority.
Child's confused.
Right. Now I'm telling the child to do one thing, you telling him to do the opposite.
Right.
You're usurping my authority.
That's right.
I just told him to do this,
That's right.
and he should be doing that.
That's right.
You understand? Then what? Then the daughter grows up and what? And has sex with the entire neighborhood. Gets full of STDs, AIDS, pregnancy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then abortions.
Right.
The son runs the streets.
That's right.
Skips school, gets high, and gets arrested or killed. Like I said, that's what's happening to our youth.
Messed up.
You know what I mean? And it's because our women are usurping authority in this place. Our women are trying to be the leaders. They're trying to be the heads. and they're taking the black man out the household through toxic feminism and every other foul thing, man.
Right.
Go ahead, drop that. No, go ahead. Continue reading.
Yeah. And not to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
But to be in what?
Silence.
In silence, man. You should be in silence.
Right.
Yeah, man. Let's go. Get me 13.
Yeah. It says verse 13. He says, "For Adam was formed first."
For do
then
what?
Eve.
For Adam was what?
Formed first. Then Eve.
Yeah, I mean Adam was formed first, then Eve.
Then Eve.
Right.
Right.
You understand? Because from the beginning, the Most High gave His laws to Adam.
Adam.
To what? To rule and put things in order.
That's right.
Not Eve.
Not Eve.
He didn't give that authority to Eve.
God.
He didn't give Eve no dominion over nothing.
Right. That's right.
No, she never did.
Never did.
Then what? Then he gave Adam a woman.
That's right.
To do what? To help.
Help.
That's why they call it help me.
Yes, sir.
You understand? He gave him Eve to help. To what? To carry out his orders.
Right. Yes, sir.
Whatever he see fit for her to do, that can help him in his rulership.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But things should be simple and in order, man.
That's right.
But it's so out of order that this is what happened. Our people are, destroyed and dying and getting hurt and transgressing the laws and suffering and bondage. You know what I mean? Let me see, because it's that time now. Let me get this last one. Let me get Judges chapter 13 verse 6.
Judges chapter 13 verse 6.
All right?
Then the woman came and told her husband, saying, "A man of God came unto me."
Ooh-wee. She left and came to her husband and said, "A man of God came unto me." Go ahead.
And his countenance was like the countenance of an angel
And his
of God.
his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of God. Like
Right.
his power and his appearance
Right.
and all of that
Right.
was like the countenance of an angel of the Most High. Go ahead.
Very terrible.
Very what?
Terrible.
Very what?
Terrible.
Go ahead.
But I asked him not whence he was, neither told he me his name.
Right. So in this instance, the sister is meeting an angel of the Lord,
That's right.
and she's terrified.
Terrified.
So much so that she ran to her husband.
That's right.
And not only did she run to her husband, she said, "I didn't tell him my name, and I didn't even ask him his name.
That's right.
I didn't ask him his name. I didn't tell him my name. I just left." She was terrible, and that's what you can expect a woman to do.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You can expect. Give me Joshua 5:13. You can expect a woman to do that, to run from when there's danger, or run in the sight of something terrible, a spider,
Yes, sir.
a water bug. You know what I mean? A dreadful water bug. You understand? Like, this terrible man, this 6-foot man, with, austere.
That's right.
She gonna expect for her to head for the hills and go to her husband.
That's right.
She did the right thing.
Did the right thing.
You understand? But let me show you what a man would do
Right.
and why we need a man
Gone.
in these front lines.
Gone.
And then why a woman can't do it. Go ahead.
Joshua 5:13. And it came to pass when Joshua was by Jericho, he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with the sword drawn in his hand.
So now Joshua is seeing the same type of man who is an angel.
That's right.
Not only has a countenance of the angel of the Most High,
That's right.
but he also got a whole sword in his hand,
A sword.
a whole weapon.
That's right, sir.
And what does he do? Does he run and tell his wife?
And Joshua went unto him.
He ran and told his wife.
He went unto
He
him.
ran.
Went unto
He
him.
went home.
He went unto
He went to
him.
go get help.
He went unto
He
him.
went to tell somebody.
He went unto him.
He went unto him.
Right.
He went unto him. Go ahead.
And said unto him, Art thou for us or for our
Are
adversaries?
you a friend or you are a foe?
In the foe. That's right,
Because
sir.
this brother Joshua had courage.
Courage, sir.
And he was doing what? It's finding out if this man is a threat to me and my people,
That's
or if
right.
he's a friend to me and my people.
Man of war.
And that's what we need
That's right.
in the earth today.
That's right.
Because we need men who are courageous, that are ready to die, and ready to kill.
That's right, sir.
And have courage, man.
That's right.
And no cowards.
No cowards.
Read it again.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And it came to pass when Joshua was by Jericho, he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with the sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, Art thou for us or for our adversaries?
You understand? Are you our friend? Are you a friend or are you a foe?
That's right.
When a woman was terrified to see the angel and ran, Joshua had courage to go and stand on the front line, in the trenches,
That's right.
in the hedges, in the gap,
That's right.
and confront this man with such countenance with a weapon in his hand.
Sword in his hand.
To ask him, do I got to kill you right now?
That's right.
Or be killed,
Yeah.
or are you a friend?
That's right, sir.
Go ahead.
That's right. Yeah. And he said, and Joshua went unto him and said unto him, Are you for us or our adversaries? And he said, Nay.
You understand? And of course, the angel answers back and says, "No, I'm not an enemy. I'm actually sent from the Lord
That's right.
as captain."
The captain.
You understand? Matter of fact, read it. Go ahead.
And he said, Nay, but as captain of the host.
But as captain of the what?
The host.
As captain of the what?
The host.
Captain of the host.
The army.
Captain of the army of the Lord.
That's right, sir.
Standing before you here now. Go ahead.
Captain of the host of the Lord, and I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship. And he said unto him, What saith my Lord unto his servant? The captain unto the Lord, host said unto Joshua, Loose thy shoe from thy foot.
Hold it right there. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Joshua found out that this angel, this man was a captain in the Lord's army.
Yes, sir.
And Joshua immediately respected his rank
Yes, sir.
and was at his service.
Fell on his face. Yes, sir.
And this is what an army is.
Yes, sir.
You understand? You
Yes, sir.
follow orders. How can I be of your service? Con out of one con. If I may, sir, was there anything I can do?
Yes, sir.
What does my Lord have of me? What will my Lord have me to do?
Yes, sir.
You understand? But nonetheless, he was not only not a coward, he went to defend his nation, but he respected his rank. And we need more strong men like Joshua, man.
right.
We need more strong men, rough, hardcore men to defend this nation, man. To like Joshua, strong men like King David.
right.
You know what I mean? Strong men like our King, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, or so-called Jesus Christ. And then the ISUBK, strong men like Commanding General Yohana, man.
That's right, sir.
That's raised up warriors to lead and protect this nation, man. And with that, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrakatah, man. To all of the brothers that's in the UPK, man. Yahweh Shema Bashim Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. And Barakatah Yahweh Shah for Commanding General Yohana, man.
Sir.
With that, we are the ISUPK. Side of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York City, under Commanding General Yohana. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Established in 1969, we teach the truth according to the Bible, that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true children of Israel, and the black man is going to be the reason that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians come out of this oppressive state, and they're going to defend this nation, man. All right, we need more warriors.
Sir.
Shalom.